to the ETEL game of the week, Tuesday night men's soccer. Griffin Field, Jeff Porsche with Coach Swack, and it's a good one. Santa Ma 9-3-2 on the season, 1-0 in district play, and they're going to take on Dutchtown, the home team tonight. They're 8-4-2 and 1-0 in district. These are two of the top 10 teams in their classification, so it should be a pretty good, pretty even match that we're going to see tonight here on the soccer field. So we'll take a break and come back with some more information. You're watching the ETEL game of the week.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
The Tata Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Tata Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Tata Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Hi, we are live with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
Their reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
PQ Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, PQ proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at PQ Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Santa Ma, Dutchtown, moments away. The ETEL game of the week on Tuesday night here at Griffin Field. Portion Swack out here tonight, and these two teams are at the top of their district in Division I, so this ought to be a good one, don't you think?
Well, this is exactly what you play, the tough non-district schedule, the tournaments that you go to. And, of course, just like any other winter sport, you have a lot of time off between Thanksgiving and the Christmas break. So you have Adrian Garcia as your head coach for Santa Maria. He's been out about a month going through some medical procedures. Marcus Dyer for Dutchtown. You can see right there last year in the playoffs. If you look at the last 5 years, both of these teams have been very consistent. Like in a lot of sports, you're going to have like St. Paul's. That's your ringleader in Division I soccer. And you have Santa Maria, lost to Captain Shreve last year in the regional round. And then Dutchtown went all the way to the semifinals and lost to eventually St. Paul's, who was your state champion last year. So very good soccer tonight, because if you look at the parish, now some people that might think, Jeff, the district schedule, it doesn't include the Catholics and the Woodlawns and McKinleys. In soccer, they have to change up the districts because not as many schools, both girls and boys, play soccer. So this is what you have right here. The three Ascension Parish schools, East Ascension, Santa Maria, and Dutchtown, all undefeated, 1-0 in soccer. And then the other three teams of all, H.L. Bourgeois, that's down by your home country.
Yep.
Thibodaux, another one by your home country, and pretty next door to your home country of Ahoma, Central of Fouche. So that's the home and away of your district games, along with the three Ascension Parish schools. All three of those guys are 0-1. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, because, even though it's just a district game and you have a long ways to go here, this is a big game because it is Dutchtown versus Santa Maria.
And the winner of this game will likely be the favorite to win this district title. If you look at both these teams are top 10 seeds, and they are consistently making the tournament and making it to the quarterfinals, semifinals, as you mentioned. So this is going to be a fun match. It's going to be a little different tonight because it's the COVID year, and both teams have some people that are going to be out tonight. So this is not either team at full strength, but it's still going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, here we go. Santa Maria starts it off. And right off the bat, Dutchtown intercepts the ball and gets it going in the other direction. But, you'll see that ball going in both directions pretty quick. We did a girls' game last week. Very good. Dutchtown did an outstanding job kind of dominating the game against Lafayette.
Right, they did have a big, I believe it was a 5-0 win. And just to make sure that you are clear, Dutchtown is wearing the black home jerseys tonight, and Santa Maria in their road gold jerseys. And we'll get you some starting lineups in just a moment. I'll go through the Dutchtown starters in a moment, and SWAC will give you the Santa Maria starters. But it looks like we're about to ready to throw it in. Dutchtown going from left to right, and they have the ball in the corner, number 25. That's Medina. And now they set up, and it's taken away by Santa Maria.
Well, you have a nice crowd here tonight. It's last night it was cold. Tonight it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't play last night. That would have been brutal for these guys. But
that was Gaffney right there with the drive down the sidelines, trying to make something happen.
Both teams kind of just feeling each other out at the moment, and Santa Maria with control.
Yeah, with a little crosser right there to Villa.
And this is Fuentes, number 13, on the left side. Now try to center it, stolen. And here come the Griffins. And right there you see David Hopkins. He's one of their top players, senior number 6 for the Griffins, and he passes it on to Lawler, Riley Lawler. Number 23 with the attempt, Rush Wade. We're just a couple of minutes in to the first half. Dutchtown versus Santa Maria boys soccer. And taken away by Lawler. And now Russell Wade will take it down the left side, and it's knocked away but blocked. And now we see number 36 with the ball. And it's going to go out of bounds, and so I believe we're going to get a goal kick from Sandoval. Number 36, not one of the original starters here tonight. I'll try to get you his name in a moment. We can take this opportunity maybe to take a look at the Dutchtown starting lineup, and some of these names may be a little different because of the COVID situation, but the original starters: Noah Tieford, David Hopkins, Ethan Shanahan, Brock Shadle Cologne, Riley Lawler, Noah Perrette, Cooper Fondo, Aiden Ramont, Aiden Rush Wade, Francisco Medina, and Josh Barrow. And Swack will get you the Sandoval players in just a moment as they prepare to throw it in.
And the ball went out of bounds, and so goalkeeper Taylor Wall has a, I guess whatever you want to call it, just a more like a free kick. And that ball went 50 yards in the air. Pretty impressive job right there.
Absolutely.
Of course, I'm always going to be thinking on the other football side.
Yes. And it's
there's Leo's Galvez boy.
And so now here comes the Gators. Ball knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds, and Sandoval is going to throw it in. That's down there on the far side, number 7, Gaffney.
So this has just about been an equal amount of time on both sides of the field. Bridgewater, if you remember his brother last year, very outstanding soccer player. And that has stayed directly into the family. His sister's on the girls' team, and, of course, his brother's finishing up his career here for the Gators.
And still fighting it over. And grab of the jersey at number 25, Medina, but no whistle, and they continue play. And here come the Griffins. And as I say that, Sandoval takes it away. Now they'll set up past midfield. And here's Hopkins. So Hopkins setting up left side to Lawler. Back to Hopkins.
Nice passing right here by Dutchtown.
Keeping it away and trying to find that open space, but they get the header from Lawler, and now Hopkins will set up, maybe looking to his right now, to his left, and there you go. Now setting up on the left side, and a little give and go, and taken away by the Gators. Here's their opportunity to go on the offensive.
Well, nice passes going on. Both teams, outstanding job, boys. It's highly impressive, Jeff, how with the travel soccer and the recreational soccer, the job that, when you look as good as, East Ascension, Santa Monica, and Dutchtown have been, boys and girls soccer really have made a mark in the state. And it's all the hard work, that you have coaches and players put in a lot of time for that sport.
Got a good look right there at the goalkeeper for Dutchtown, number 54, Josh Barrow, as he kicks it. Now the ball goes out of bounds, and Dutchtown will throw it in. That's Lawler over there on the far side, number 13. And he'll throw it in. That's Rush White with the header. And an attempt to pass it down, but taken away. And now you see Bridgewater there fighting, contesting the passes, and now Dutchtown takes it away again.
Well, Gaffney tried to get through about 2 or 3 of them, and Dutchtown did a good job defensively.
Yes, just a little bit of back and forth so far. No real threats on goal at this point. No score between Dutchtown and Santa Monica. 6:42 into the game. First half, and there's a shot wide. And
nice,
yes.
Right wide of the goalpost. That was number 11, Holden David.
He got a good look.
And, the goalie was all over it as far as, diving out there, but it went past his arms outside of the vertical bar for the goal.
And now kicks goes out of bounds. I believe that's going to go to Santa Monica. Both teams say that the other side was out, but Santa Monica gets the call, and that's going to be number 13, Fuentes, throwing it in.
Fuentes is one of a few freshmen that are starting for the Gators. And I believe, just talking to a number of people, Jeff, both teams, it doesn't matter if you're in wrestling or if you're in basketball or soccer right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is dealing with that was Bridgewater on a little high shot right there.
Yeah.
But everybody's dealing with the virus situation. And, if you're a coach or a player, every morning you wake up and you do all the protocols. It is totally amazing of how many boys and girls may not be participating today. And it may have to shut down your whole program for a while.
Yeah, some teams have had a situation where one player makes contracts the virus, and then they've made close contact in a sport like this or basketball, and the whole team has to shut down for a while. And that will go out of bounds. And Swack, why don't you take a chance to take a look at the Santa Maria starters here tonight?
Goalkeeper, you got Taylor Wall, 10th grader, Peyton Bourgeois, 10th grader, Soren Gaffney. Last of the Gaffney group, a couple of sisters played, and now him and his brother on this team. Micah Sertani, a freshman, Holden David, junior, Ehrlich Gaffney's a senior, Fluentes, Leonardo is a freshman, Tyler Bridgewater, a senior, Aaron Miet is a junior, Anthony Villa is a junior, and Josh Barbier is a senior.
And we've got the corner kick coming from the Gators.
I think this is Gaffney, I believe, with the kick.
On goal, and it's wide.
Looked like he got kicked around by the Gators.
Yes, and now they still have it in the box, and there's Dutchtown's desperately trying to get it out, and we have a whistle, and it's going to go Dutchtown's way.
I think the referee, and I saw that, a little push right there, and blew the whistle, stopping play, and now you'll start this with I think they call it a direct kick.
Yes. And you see, I believe that's Shanahan, number 7, that will kick it for the Griffins. And it's a beautiful kick, 3/4 downfield, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Santa Maria with the throw-in.
Looks like Soren Gaffney with the throw-in.
And penetration in the box, and knocked away and kicked out. Good job by the goalie, Barrow, to stop the shot on goal. And now Santa Maria will maintain possession. They'll throw it in.
The Gators with a lot of action right here and some very good defensive maneuvers by the Griffins.
Santa Maria's had a couple of chances to get the first points of the night, but they were unsuccessful, and now here comes Dutchtown, but Santa Maria's defense ready to take it any other direction. Last 4 or 5 minutes have been deep in the box. Dutchtown's been in trouble, and they're in trouble again, and there's a shot on goal wide by Bridgewater, and Dutchtown dodges another bullet.
Well, it was a tough angle by Bridgewater, but I know he was saying when he looked up, he said, the goalkeeper's not there. So let me just.
And so now here's Santa Maria and another kick. And that will go out of bounds. And so a throw in for the Griffins. Santa Maria has been very aggressive here in the last 5 or so minutes.
A lot of good actions on both sides. Soccer, to me, is a fun sport to watch if you're watching some very, very good athletes that really understand, what to do. And you can see that both of these teams, that ball is going up and down that field in just a matter of 1 or 2 passes.
Very good job by the Santa Maria defense as they've stayed back, and Dutchtown has not been able to penetrate so far.
There's younger Gaffney.
And so that little errant pass, and now Dutchtown has a chance as they're going to go left side, try to center it, but it goes out of bounds, and no chance, and here come the Gators again. But it's taken away. Nope, here come the Gators again. They have
long
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater in the
on
corner.
the left side, but nobody is there with him. So he's just kind of left on his own out there. Nobody to center the ball to.
I'm looking at the next wave of players, and Bridgewater looked up and said,
four black jerseys, and that was it.
At PE, you usually handle this by yourself, Bridgewater. 1-on-4. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, now here come the Gators again in the box, and that's Bridgewater, and he does a good job holding on to it. Now they kicks it near the goal, and it goes out, and we'll have another kick, most likely from Ethan Shanahan. So if we take a look at the division in the district play in District 5, Division 1, we can take a look at some of the records. And Santa Maria, they're 9-3-2 on the season, and they're 1-0. And Dutchtown, as we said, 8-4-2, they're 1-0 as well. East Ascension, the other team that's unbeaten. And as we talked about earlier, SWAC was talking about, you got Bourgeois, Thibodaux, and Central Lafourche. They're all 0-1 on the season. And so the teams in Ascension Parish are atop the division, or atop the district here in Division 1.
The ball's going back and forth between the Dutchtown and Santa Maria players. Yeah, that's another deal that changes if you're not familiar with it. A lot of people think you're in 5A, but in the sport of, in some of the sports, you have volleyball and soccer, where you have Division 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right.
And not 5A, 4A, 3A.
And there's
which both of your 5A teams are Division 1, but you could have some, just depending on how many people play.
Right.
How many schools. You have some 5A schools that could play in Division 2 or vice versa.
And one of the differences between the classifications and this division play is there's no select, non-select like there is in football. So you're playing with the Catholic schools and all that in these in soccer and other sports as the kick from Hopkins goes high.
This is amazing. Now, what a great idea there by number 6, David Hopkins. You try to get to that right corner, but you knew you had to go over that front wall 10 yards away. And he was just a little bit high. But it's amazing when you watch professional soccer, or maybe even college soccer, how deadly those guys are.
Yes.
On some of those little shots from all over the field.
Get wicked spin on the ball, and you get those curves or the bends, like they call it, and it's fun to watch, and it's amazing sometimes as you have a whistle, and Dutchtown will.
Gaffney's called for a little shove right there. Dutchtown.
This is Shanahan who will kick. Trying to get it near the box. Header from Santa Maria, and Dutchtown has possession. Trying to get it over to Hopkins, and now here we go. Number 36. I looked on the roster, and we don't have his name. There's a kick, and it's knocked away, and still a fight for the ball. Santa Maria comes up with it. And now here come the Gators. Number 12 with possession for Santa Maria. Gaffney.
Gaffney looks like he's trying to go through a maze right there.
Yeah. Bridgewater's down there in the box ready for it, but it wasn't coming to him.
You got a throw in here. Got everybody is moved up. Got two of your defenders back here at the 50-yard line.
Here's a chance, and it goes wide left. I tell you what, Santa Maria's had some good shots or good looks at the goal, but they've been wide on most of their shots. Did have that one moment where the goalie was away and they had an open goal but could not get the shot directed toward the goal. And so Santa Maria has looked very good here tonight, just don't have the points on the board yet.
And, as I said, they've been out with Adrian Garcia going through some pretty serious medical times, hospital time, surgeries and stuff like that. And, so hopefully, he will be back before the end of the season. Possibly, maybe he could be watching the game. I
Yeah.
assume we're live tonight. And, of course, we have the replays. We'll talk about that sometime during the – but, I'm sure everyone has seen the ETEL replays game of the week, and that's basically what you'll be seeing starting, I guess, this Saturday.
Right, and if you are watching it on tape delay, we had originally scheduled the Santa Maria versus Dutchtown basketball game, which was supposed to be played at the Gold Dome on Friday night, but COVID issues have forced us to change our schedule. We still have Dutchtown and Santa Maria, but instead of boys basketball, we have boys soccer. The girls are playing tomorrow night, Dutchtown versus Santa Maria. So it's Dutchtown versus Santa Maria week here in Ascension.
Yeah, no, we're basically limited to usually just one game a week during our winter sports.
Right. And we had done the girls a few weeks ago, the Dutchtown versus Lafayette game, so trying to balance it out and getting the boys out here tonight. And these two teams very evenly matched, and this is an easy game to select because it's always a lot of fun when Dutchtown plays Santa Maria. So the Gators have it. That's Gaffney again. Trying to get it down to Bridgewater on the right side. And it goes out. Back to Santa Maria. We're 19 minutes into the first half. No score between the Gators and the Griffins.
And I think all you soccer fans should be aware of that. You have a running time on the scoreboard, but the actual time is kept by the head official in the middle of the field.
Dutchtown trying to break this a little bit. Okay. There's a shot up high.
Well, when you sit and just watch a little of this, Jeff, a lot of running. A lot of running. If you're one of these guys that are highly involved with the offense, and here you are wandering in the field, you get a little shot, a little rest right here because of the goalkeeper kick. But if this thing's going back and forth, there's a lot of running going by all the athletes out there.
Santa Maria has been on the aggressor here for a lot of the night, so they're coming out guns blazing here. No goals at this point, but we'll see if they can keep up this pace because they're very aggressive here early on.
Yeah, you made the exact right quote right there. Santa Maria's done an outstanding job offensively, except for one thing: a lot of shots on goal, but no goals.
And Lawler for Dutchtown gets it, but taken away by the Gators. Can't penetrate so far.
Sertani right there. Cretani.
And now here come the Gators again. And that's Gaffney. He's got a shot on goal, and it is wide off the wide net. That looked like it was shot out of a cannon.
Gaffney right here. You see, watch the replay right here. And the shot, and we're looking at it from, seemed like 100 miles away. Mm-hmm. And the goalkeeper was right there on the corner of the goal, exactly where he needs to be. And he dove, but, that ball was outside of the goal, and it kind of looked like it was good there for a second.
So Santa Maria misses another opportunity with a shot just wide, and we're going to throw it in, and Dutchtown will have possession. We were talking about the games of the week. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the ETEL games of the week. And so we have Dutchtown, Santa Maria, and you got the EA Dutchtown boys, and we're talking about basketball mostly here, EA and Santa Maria boys and girls. The replays are going to be Saturday at 8 and 4, Sunday at 6 and 6, and Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's always on Channel 4.
And so here come the Gators, but knocked away. And I believe that's Hopkins. Goes right side to Lawler. Center pass taken away again. And now we have Russ White. And so now Dutchtown will set up, yes.
Lawler's doing an outstanding job controlling the ball.
Doing a good job on that right side of the Dutchtown offense.
Leo running down the sidelines. Good job of centering the ball in the middle there to David.
And knocked away. You can see that acceleration by Bridgewater, but the goalie, Barrow, able to knock it away, and now it'll be a throw-in for the Gators.
Well, that's kind of an art, what Bridgewater's doing right there. You're trying to get a corner kick or a throw-in that you could get towards that goal right there. We're possibly getting a header in there. I think we have Soren Gaffney. He's going to throw it in.
And this time it'll go to Dutchtown, and they'll throw it out. Throw it in, excuse me. 23 and a half minutes into this first half. Still no score between the Gators and the Griffins. We'll see if Santa Maria can keep this pace up, because they're relentless out here so far, and they've controlled this game. Just no goals to show for it.
There's a Villa right here by himself.
And out of bounds, and it'll go to the Griffins. Lawler will throw it in. Gets a new ball from the sideline. Headed away by the Gators. And now Bridgewater racing downfield again, and we have a whistle as there's contact, a couple of shoulders being thrown out there. And looks like Dutchtown will take over. So district play just getting started. As we said, both these teams have played one game. And Santa Maria, they defeated H.L. Bourgeois. Dutchtown defeated Central Lafourche. So that's where they stand 1-0 in district so far. We're going to get the rest of their January results up in just a moment. And so Dutchtown trying to force some action here into the box. Still cannot penetrate yet. And now we have Russell White on the right side, and a weak kick taken by the goalkeeper. And so Dutchtown can't make anything happen right there. And why don't we take a look at the January results for Santa Maria and Dutchtown while we have a moment here setting up on offense. Santa Maria, they are 2-1 in January. They beat Vanderbilt Catholic and HLB. Lost to Mandeville, a good Mandeville team. And Dutchtown, they're 2-0. They beat Brother Martin. That's a big win, 3-1. And Central Lafourche District play 5-1. So,
you know, Jeff, one of the people one of their opponents that I see both teams have played with some different results is St. Paul's, where beginning of the year, Santa Maria lost 1-0. St. Paul's always, and I remember Coach Garcia telling me, I think it was 2 years ago, they lost to St. Paul's, maybe even into the semifinals or quarterfinals, and he said, unbelievable physically how tough they were.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that, Dutchtown has beaten St. Paul's 2-1. So the thing that I want to emphasize there, that's when you have two good quality teams like you have right here.
Mm-hmm.
And that 1-0, 2-1 score is going to be always what you'll see. Very seldom do you see a high-scoring game.
Yeah. Dutchtown over here hasn't had a lot of opportunities on offense, but they've been playing very conservative, maybe conserving some of their energy for the second half. Santa Maria has forced the issue here, but nothing on the scoreboard at this point.
Good job of going back and forth by Dutchtown, setting it back up, and then
this is Hopkins, one of their best players, senior.
And Gaffney on the sidelines. They're centering it out.
So now here comes Santa Maria. Gaffney down to Bridgewater, and he's right there, but he loses it, and it's knocked away by Shanahan.
Bridgewater looks like you play that you have in soccer where kick it down to me and I'm going to score here.
And he stays on sides. And here comes a chance in the box, but it's knocked away by the Griffins. So good job by the Dutchtown defense. Not given up any points or any goals yet so far tonight. Now the hustle on the right side. And they get a shot on goal right at the goalie, knocked away, and it's errant, and it is still trying to be knocked away, and still fighting for it, and now Dutchtown has a chance, and it's knocked away.
Good effort by everybody on that, both teams. Goalkeeper he went to the ground, and I know he was going, I can't get to that ball, and please, somebody kick it out here for me.
I think the trio of defenders were kind of unsure. They all thought the other guy was going for the ball there, and it just left a moment there where you didn't know what was going to happen, and a lot of chaos there, but nothing on the scoreboard.
Well, good hustle by both teams right there.
So you look at the replay there, and the ball was knocked away. So it's a good job by the goalie just to knock it away. Taylor Wall, you've seen stranger things happen. That's for sure. So now we're 28-40 into this first half. So we're about 3/4 of the way done with this first half. And Dutchtown with a little spark here.
Definitely. They are having some aggressive offense.
Another shot on goal.
With some shots on goal.
A little wide. And that's number 23. That's Aiden Rushwade. Number 36, thanks to Lyle Boudreaux helping us out, that's his brother, Zaid Rushwade, on the Griffins side. And now here come the Griffins again, trying to get it to Bridgewater, but throw in, and they will get another opportunity. And it goes out of bounds again.
Well, what I would refer to this as a break in the action.
Exactly. And this might give us an opportunity to look at some of the other things that are happening that we can share with you. We could take a look at Santa Ma's remaining schedule as we're in district play right now. And so they are going to get their district matchups against Central Lafourche and East Ascension. Then they're going to get Thibodaux, and then they have one non-district game left against Denham Springs at the end of the month. And then you get to the postseason. And now here come the Griffins. This is Rushwade again, and a shot wide. So now Dutchtown suddenly showing a little spark on offense and getting some shots on goal, but like Santa Ma, just wide. So the goalie, Wall, will be kicking it. Or actually one of the defenders might do it instead. Dutchtown wearing the black and Santa Ma in the gold. So here it is. A little fight for the ball, and the code gets to number 20 for Santa Ma, and Santa Ma has it on offense. Now taken away by Shanahan, and Lawler loses it out of bounds.
Well, David with a throw in.
And again, Lawler kicks it out, and so again, you got David with the throw in. Actually, I think they're going to trade it out here. This looks like they're going to let Gaffney do it. So Gaffney has possession again. And now back to David. And shot wide and high. And so Dutchtown will kick, and they've generally been going with Shanahan on the kick. And they'll do it again. And so Shanahan kicks, and
yeah, those kicks from the goalkeeper area for both teams have been very consistent to midfield.
Dutchtown with the steal. Chance for Santa Ma on offense, but knocked away. Now a little fight for the ball, and it's taken away. Good job, but now Dutchtown on the defense again, and Hopkins now has it. It looks like he's got a little room to roam and Tries to get it downfield, but knocked away. And now here come the Griffins again. And you see 16 there with possession. And we have the whistle. And we have a player down
a
at
lot of
midfield.
time in this situation, the referee has the total option because he's in charge of the clock. You go 40 minutes per half. And saw where Caleb Rock, coming off the football field, maybe got a little rough out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe thought he was pulling on one of those counter plays there in football.
Yep. So here's a shot into the box and a header and miss by Dutchtown, a little high. And Santa Ma gets it free but stays in bounds, and now it goes out. And so it will be Santa Ma to kick. And that's number 31 downfield, Josh Barbera. See a couple of substitutions coming in for the Griffins. We'll get those.
Steve Washday and Harrison Smith in for the Griffins.
So Washday and Smith coming in for the Griffins, according to the public address announcer. 34 minutes. Not a lot of time left here in this first half. No score. No fight for the ball. Goes out of bounds. And they're going to say Santa Ma with possession is number 15 will throw it in, Caleb Rock. That's a big guy on the soccer field, isn't it?
Rock saying, the biggest jersey you got,
yeah.
Coach Garcia is a large? Come on.
Yeah, he
you're killing me, Coach.
That's a football player on a soccer field. That's what I'm getting the gist here.
Well, what I like about it, he's out there playing, but he's done that all years. All of his years. Outstanding athlete. Great student, too.
Yeah. So it goes out, and Rock will throw it in again.
Let's see, Rock.
Looks like a rugby player with that outfit, as a matter of fact.
All right, Gaffney with the throw in.
They get it to Bridgewater, and he gets a shot on goal, bending, but still wide. So 35 minutes in at this point. The winner will be all alone in possession of first place in district play. And we can take a look, if you will, at the Dutchtown schedule, some of their remaining games in just a moment, as they're trying to take control of this game and take control of this district. But Dutchtown, their upcoming schedule, they are in their district play as well. And so they get EA next, and then they're going to take on Thibodaux. Then they get Denham Springs, non-district. H.L. Bourgeois district game, as we told you. They are in with the Terrebonne and Lafourche schools, and then they finish with Catholic High, and that's going to be a fun game. And so they finish with a non-district game. So the goalie Wall gets it for Santa Ma.
And Wall is a 10th grader.
And that wasn't the best kick that you're going to see. Goes wide out of bounds over the Santa Ma bench. So that's a little bit unusual. You don't see that every day from a goalie kick. And the throw in. It's an opportunity for Dutchtown perhaps. But about 5 defenders down there. And Dutchtown staying in on defense. Not very aggressive.
Just a strong kick there by Dutchtown.
And so Santa Ma now trying the left side. That's David.
Right down that sideline, David.
And he gets free. And it's knocked away, but goes wide to the right. Now Dutchtown has possession again as they get it to Hopkins. He'll try to do something with it, and he does. It's Rush Wade. And now here come the Griffins.
The referee got involved in that one.
Bridgewater now with 3 defenders, and he tries to break through, and he does, and he may have a shot on goal here at a moment if he can make one more move, and he knocks it away, and it is just saved.
What an effort there.
Oh, Barrow with near death opportunity there, and
boy, watch
you see him
the
diving
effort.
for that.
Watch
yeah,
the effort right there,
oh,
knowing
boy.
that if that ball goes
left for dead
into that goal,
mm-hmm.
It's tough.
I thought that Santa Ma was going to take the lead going into these final minutes of this first half. Still no score.
He's going to enjoy watching the replay of that one.
And there's Rock. I'll make that Gaffney, excuse me. Now getting back into the box, knocked away, and a little push there as one of the Dutchtown defenders takes a dive.
Gaffney kind of overran it a little bit and got a little physical on that play.
Yep.
Dutchtown's kick.
This is Shanahan. Now at the 39th minute of this first half. Don't think there's going to be a lot of stoppage time as we go into the end of this first half. They'll fight for it. Hopkins wins out. They try to set up. And now right side to Lawler, and let's see what he can do with it. Tries to get it down and taken away again. So here comes Hopkins. Trying the left side now.
Moving the ball around, Dutchtown.
Trying to find a little hole in the defense. Santa Ma has played great on defense here tonight. And now here's an opportunity, perhaps Rashwade, but he loses it. Aiden Rashwade on the right side just can't hold on to it as we are about to hit the 40-minute mark here. So,
and you look at the official, he doesn't look up at the clock. And usually in the games that I've seen for a number of years, they stop with 2 minutes left.
Right.
And because the referee has the time, but evidently the crowd understands this. And there it is, the end of the first half.
And so we're at halftime, and Santa Ma's had plenty of opportunities, but no goals. And Dutchtown has had a couple of shots on goal. Had one moment where nearly when errant stop by the goalie nearly turned into disaster, but did not. But other than that, not a lot here, and it's at halftime 0-0, Santa Ma and Dutchtown. So we'll talk about some stuff at halftime, so stay tuned, but we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
The Tata Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Tata Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Tata Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Hi, Hi, we are live with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
The reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Halftime at Griffin Field, Santa Monica Dutchtown, no score. And Jeff Porsche with David Swacker. And just a lot of people who don't know a lot about soccer will say 0-0. It's kind of boring, but it's been fun out here. Santa Monica's had a lot of opportunities to score goals. Looked like in the final couple of minutes they were going to get one, but the goalie for Dutchtown, Barrow, with a beautiful save on his knees, keeping a ball from slowly dribbling into the goal, and that kept it at 0. And you're going to see that right here as he had the shot on goal. Almost an own goal right there. You saw it. And the defender was very relieved to see the goalie save it for him. So
yeah, if you had about 2 more revolutions of that ball, and Rock was right there thinking, man, Rock, knowing Rock, I'm surprised he didn't get in a 3-point stance and maybe try to knock the goalkeeper in there along with the ball.
Exactly, but it's still no score. But it's not an absence of action and excitement, just no goals.
Yeah, because I'm going to just tell you, in my years as athletic director over at Santa Monica High School, because we had tremendous girls and boys soccer over the years, and it was enjoyable, and some people get worked, especially maybe in the football world or the basketball world, where there's a little bit more action going on. But I don't know how many times I would see us against Catholic or whoever, or even one of the games even before Dutchtown was a school, a lot of 2-1, 1-0 scores, and a lot of overtime scores to win games. And so it was very, very interesting. And back then, when soccer was just kind of get going, most people in the stands, they knew nothing, about rules and stuff like this. And it's still a little bit light as far as knowledge on the rules. But you could see now soccer is just exploding all over the place with all the fields that you have at Lamar Dixon. And the year-round soccer, you have that in a lot of the other sports. It seems to be what the direction that parents are going. A lot of kids are isolating on, one sport, maybe 2 sports, and they're playing year-round.
And it's really popular in Ascension Parish, and you can see that from these 2 teams and how aggressive they are. And their performances in the postseason in the last 5 or so years that we've talked about already. And one place where you can notice how important and respected it is here is when you look at the soccer polls and power rankings and things like that. But when you look at the district, it's the boys, as we said, it's different from the girls. The girls are paired with the Livingston Parish schools, but the boys are joined up with the with the Terrebonne Lafourche schools. So that's where it can get kind of confusing. But with the boys, they have to take on Thibodaux, Central Lafourche, and HL, and the girls, they get EA, Live Oak, and Walker. And when we talk about the power rankings, you see right there, Santa Maria number 6, Dutchtown number 9, East Ascension number 12. And so the Ascension Parish schools are the top dogs in the in this district here in Division 1 as Bourgeois and Central Lafourche and Thibodaux really not as competitive. And so you see that right there. And when you talk about Dutchtown, Santa Maria, it's probably for the district title. It's going to be for seeding in the postseason and who maybe gets an extra playoff game at home before you get to the state tournament. So this game has a lot of weight to it.
Yeah, and when you look at this, people have to understand this. And if you're involved in the football playoffs and you see this from time to time, just because Santa Maria or Dutchtown or East Ascension wins district, that does not mean their power ranking is going to be higher than the other teams. And when you look through this schedule right here, the number one thing that I don't see, and, maybe it was canceled because of the virus, I don't see either team playing Catholic. That's always a mainstream for Ascension Parish to get involved with Catholic High Baton Rouge.
Catholic does play Dutchtown at the end of the season. I believe their final regular season game, but I don't believe
yes, I see it down there now, yes. And, of course, that's a long ways to go. No telling what might happen with the things that you see. And I was watching TV today. I don't know how many professional basketball games were canceled. Right. College basketball is taking a major hit, it seems like, week after week, night after night. So them like everybody else that's played so far, you get up every morning and hope you can get to school and hope that you're able to practice and play.
And the boys and the girls on the soccer side have been able to play, and that's where we are right now. Tomorrow will be Dutchtown, Santa Maria girls soccer scheduled, but tonight we got the boys, and we're going to take a break from this halftime show, and we'll talk some more in a moment and get to the second half. But right now our score is 0-0. Dutchtown and Santa Maria will take one more break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
Hi, we are live with with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
The reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
About to start the second half. Still a few minutes before we do that. No score between Santa Ma and Dutchtown, Porsche and SWAC. And so we got an opportunity maybe to talk about a little bit more. And we talk about how both these teams are top 10 teams in Division I. And you look at some of the things that they've done over the years. There you go with Santa Ma. Regionals, semifinals, and in the 18-19 season as a 4 seed. Regionals a couple of times, but mostly quarterfinals, semifinals. So they're always up there. They're always well respected. And then same thing for Dutchtown. They made the semifinals last year, lost to St. Paul's, and but they're actually on the upswing because they did some regional appearances. Then they get to the quarterfinals and the semifinals. So
I think St. Paul's had a run of a number of years where
right.
Here we go. Dutchtown's getting it all cranked up on the positive end of the field.
And so they'll be flipping sides here. So Dutchtown in the black will be going from right to left. And they'll be defending the goal on the right. Santa Ma, they're in the gold, wearing their traditional gold road jerseys. I know it can be kind of confusing as black is also a Santa Ma and Dutchtown color. But here come the Gators. So long pass, nobody there. And this is Shanahan. And it's knocked away. And now here's an opportunity. Bridgewater with a shot on goal, and it's in! Bridgewater scores, and just a few seconds in, as you see it knocked away, almost.
Bridgewater just gets by there, and he looks like he's just stumbling and knocks it in.
Right, and I thought he was going to get a handball there by accidentally knocking the ball as he was falling over. But 1 minute into the second half, and the Gators score, and now they are in command with a 1-0 lead.
And look, you see where Bridgewater is on the field. At midfield right there all by himself. He's basically has played there towards the goal all night long, just waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah.
And he's had some opportunities, just has not scored.
And didn't look like he was going to get an opportunity there, but he deflected the pass from the defender and was able to break the 3 defenders and nearly face planted, but was able to get back up and score the goal. And so it's 1-0 Santa Ma very early into the second half. Still lots of time for Dutchtown to make a comeback here.
There's Bridgewater again. Looks like he's got a little extra spark.
He is just so fast, and he accelerates so quickly. He looks like he's going at half speed, and then all of a sudden he's past 3 defenders.
Very, very good athlete.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to just tell you, no matter what sport you're in here, Jeff, the saying speed kills.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, if you have speed in any athletic field, you got an opportunity.
And you and I were thinking the same thing, because with him and the way he accelerates and the opportunities he was getting, it was only a matter of time before something happened, and had a little broken play there, and something happened. And now Dutchtown with possession. That's Rush Wide with the ball knocked away by Barbera. And now here comes Barbera on offense for the Gators. And they have a little opportunity as they're trying to get it back down to Bridgewater in the box, as he is bracketed by 3 defenders now still. They're not going to let him break free again if they can avoid it. He's just one heck of a weapon. And now here come the Gators on the the right side. And a shot wide by number 7. That's Gaffney.
That's Soren Gaffney, the younger Gaffney. You know, on the defensive end, the Gators, the defenders back here, are really doing an outstanding job for both teams, really.
Shanahan knocks it away, header back toward the goal, and it looks like Gaffney cannot get it, and it's thrown in by Perrette, number 14 for the Griffins, and Perrette will throw it in a second time. Header by 25, Medina, excuse me. And now the Gators. Lots of headers. Now setting up on offense. You see number 8 right there, Cretini. Now taken away by the Griffins, and that's Perrette again. Hopkins passes it down to Raswade, and now they're going to try the left side, but they cannot get there as it's knocked away. Number 36 on that right side, they could not get it to him. Number 36, Zaid Rashwade. And the throw-in coming from Carson Gotro, number 16.
We're getting a nice little wind up on this throw. An outstanding job on the throw-in.
And it is in.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Is that going to count?
What a throw.
Oh. What did they call there? That was in. I missed the call. Missed the whistle. As you see the throw in, and I'm not sure unless my push.
That's a good call by the official.
Okay.
A little tap on the back.
That's what I kind of figured. It's a little push. Oh, that was so close though. I thought that was.
Yeah, because when you're sitting here with a 1-0 score, that right there was crucial.
Mm-hmm. If that had been the equalizer right there, anything could have happened. Now Dutchtown's got to get back on the defensive as little header goes a little wide, and the goalie, Barrow, will kick it away. Short kick. You see 25 right there, Medina.
That ball's not going to hit the ground.
And now Sandoval will clear it. And a little header, and Bridgewater knocks Perrette to the ground, no whistle. And it's taken by Gaffney, on the left side. And a whistle. So Gaffney looked like he had a little opportunity to get it to Bridgewater, centered it, but just could not do it. And so now you see Shanahan, number 7, getting ready to kick for the Griffins. So to midfield. Dutchtown looking for the ball, lost it, and now a little fight for it. And it goes to number 4, Bourgeois. And it's taken away by the Griffins, and they're going to try to do something with it. And there's a shot on goal, and easily taken in by Wall. Shot on goal by Medina with 7:22 into the second half.
Nice header right there.
In case you missed it, in case you grabbed a bite to eat or something as a whistle and a trip from David Hopkins, and so that'll be for Sandoval right there. In case you grabbed a bite to eat, went to the bathroom or something, you missed a goal in the first minute of the second half from Bridgewater for Sandoval. So it is 1-0. That you're not mistaken right there.
Yeah, Bridgewater say that wasn't the prettiest goal I've ever had, but you know what? It counts.
Exactly.
Well,
and
nice
a header back into the goalie, Barrow. Tell you what, both these teams have had their opportunities here in the second half. Action has been fast and furious in about this 8 minutes of this second half. Now Perrette will have it, and he'll throw it in for the Griffins. So the header knocked away. Hopkins will take it. Center goes right. That was to Lawler. Now Medina will try to get it to Lawler, but it goes out of bounds. And Dutchtown will throw it in. That's Fontenot to throw it in.
Another long throw in by Fontenot.
And it's in the box and taken by the chest and knocked away by the Gators. And Bridgewater back on his side of the field. Now on offense. And now he will be the aggressor and pass it down. Leaves to Gaffney on the left side. Shot on goal will be wide. And Barrow easily with the foot stop. So that time a little bit different. That time Bridgewater was the passer there trying to get it on the left side, but nothing doing right there. So there's David Hopkins in a fight for it, and it's taken away by the Gators. And that's a great job by, I believe that's David. And
David down the sideline.
And David will get a chance to throw it in. And we see a possible cramp or something to that effect. I believe that it's one of the Dutchtown defensemen. That's number 18, Aiden Raymont. And it looks like he'll be all right, just rubbing it off.
Well, when you look at both teams down there, Jeff, it looks like clones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the kids. You got a couple of kids that are a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller.
And a header from Bridgewater on a little set piece right there. As you see the throw in off the back. And then taking it into Bridgewater. But the header.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a corner kick.
So they're going to say that Bridgewater was arguing that it went off of a Dutchtown defender, so he was arguing for the corner kick instead of the goalie kick. And so they will set up for the corner.
Well, this is one of the few corner kicks that we've seen tonight, if not the first one.
This is the second one, and both have been on the Sandoval side. So here we go again. Nice pass in the box, header, and goes wide left. We're 11:22 into the second half. There was a scoreless first half. Sandoval scored in the first minute of the second half, goal from Bridgewater. And it's 1-0. Now Shanahan will kick for the Griffins. See a good shot of him.
Well, outstanding kick right there.
Yep. And Lawler will take possession for the Griffins. And now they'll set up on offense. Medina gets it over on the right side to Rashwade. And now here come the Griffins on the right side, trying to make something happen. Lots of defenders downfield for the Griffins, for the Gators, excuse me. Still fighting for it. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Griffins.
Well, this is going to be a throw-in, Jeff.
And you saw it earlier in nearly a goal earlier on a throw-in.
The throw-in, just the running start. And I'm looking, can you see that number?
It's hard to see on that far side.
But all the way to the goalkeeper area.
Mm-hmm. And so it's knocked away, and there's a shot, and it's easily taken in by Wall. So Dutchtown's had a couple of opportunities on little throw-ins, and looked like they had the equalizer earlier, but was unsuccessful.
They're going back and forth with the headers.
And now here's an opportunity for the Griffins. Ross White, and it's blocked.
Good job of getting that one out of there. I believe that was Gaffney.
And now they'll fight for it, and the whistle, no whistle actually, as now we have the whistle. Get a little chippy out there, and the fans are voicing their displeasure as well. I believe that was number 16, GOTW, who was on the ground for the Griffins.
Oh, the referee came out with the yellow card.
So I believe that's going to be GOTW, and that was a guy who was initially on the ground, I believe. And, did he make contact with the official? Was that what it was? I'm not sure.
Well, I know he made contact with the Sandoval player, and I assume the yellow card means that you're out, and I'm not real certain how long you're out for.
Right, I'm not certain about yellow and red card rules in high school. That's first. I don't get to cover a lot of games.
Well, I think the red card is the ejection.
Yeah, red cards are a flat-out ejection.
That rule has changed over the
shot on goal blocked. Good block by Hopkins. He loses it, and now he gets it back. And there's some contact, and it'll be Dutchtown. It's gotten aggressive out here.
Well, when it's 1-0, you better give it everything you got. And look, that's all I've seen from both sides.
And that's David and Hopkins. So Holden, David Hopkins with the little contact there.
A lot of Davids.
Yes, indeed.
Got one up here in the press box.
Mm-hmm. So the header from Hopkins. And set them on defense. Just those 5-6 guys, hard to penetrate those guys. Big bodies back there on defense for the Gators. And so now you see Gaffney will set up from the center and gets it to Bridgewater. Bridgewater with good foot control there and tries to get it, but it's blocked. And now here come the Griffins, and they have a chance here on the left side.
Good save down that sideline.
And this is number 19. That's Obi Arandi. They Dutchtown, with the COVID problems, they've had to dig into their JV, and several of these players are on their JV roster. That's why we didn't initially have the names, because I didn't download the JV roster, but I've pulled it up now. And so you see number 19, Arandi. The player who was just removed from the game, GOTW, number 16, he's a JV player. So that kind of illustrates the problems that these schools are having right now, as they're pulling into that JV roster just to
wherever you have a team,
fill it out.
all the way up to the professional ranks.
Right.
Every day could be a different day.
Mm-hmm. And so you see Gaffney ready to throw it in.
Good job there, Mied, holding the ball.
And so now here come the Griffins again. Gaffney, but it's going to be straight to the Dutchtown defender. And another steal by Gaffney, though, and he gets into the box, and he's controlling it. Right there.
What an effort by Gaffney
wide, through the legs of Shanahan and past the goalie, and it's 2-0. Look at him. Good job there as you see him slipping, and it goes right through the legs of number 7.
I know there's probably never a time that Gaffney's ever done this. Well, this is going to be the play that we're going to run right here,
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it here, there, and all of a sudden I'm going to kick it, and then the Dutchtown guy is going to run. It's going to go between his leg, and then, yeah, it's amazing. Now it goes to
2-0 is our score, and that's going to be hard for the Griffins to overcome. The Griffins are already kind of shorthanded with the COVID quarantine players and things like that, and the close contacts. So they're down a couple of players. Santa Ma's down players too. I'm not trying to make it sound like this is a huge advantage for Santa Ma, but Dutchtown's missing some key players, and it's going to be hard for them to
nice
overcome
throw
this.
in. Fontenot with the throw in,
and the shot coming from Shanahan is over the goal. And so we're at the 18-minute mark. So we're about halfway done with this second half. Second half goals from Tyler Bridgewater, number 21, and Ulrich Gaffney, number 12.
Look at Bridgewater out here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come into the picture about right. That's where he stands most of the time.
Yes.
Just waiting on the ball, and then it's usually 3-on-1.
Right.
And somehow, sometimes he gets through it. Most of the time he hasn't. But all you have to do is get through it a couple of times, and then you got a couple of scores possibly.
Right. He has great footwork and the speed and the acceleration. We've talked about that.
Then he's also a physical guy.
Absolutely. And so there's a shot.
Center that header.
That was Perrette.
Perrette doing a great job tonight.
And now here's Raswade trying to center it, but 2-3 defenders, and Santa Ma wins out. And a little trip from behind, that'll be a whistle. And like I said, there have been several whistles, and some of the Santa Ma fans are a little vocal about Dutchtown at the moment after you had that earlier moment where the player was taken out, and a little contact there again, but that was fairly clean.
I think the referee's getting involved there.
Mm-hmm. They need to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand, so they have to have a few words here and there just to maintain control. As the shot goes wide. You had a moment a few minutes ago where you had some contact with Carson Gautreau on the Dutchtown side and one of the Santa Ma defenders, and then no whistle was called, and then I believe there's a little bit of retaliation or a little bit of additional contact. Not quite sure what was going on there, and then at that point, some people started noticing that it's getting a little rough out there. And those of y'all who think that soccer's not rough, there's contact, that's for sure. So you see Shanahan down there. And so Santa Ma will set up on offense. And shot on goal high and tipped away at the last moment from Barrow. And so
we're getting some rulings.
Yeah.
People calling in from all over the country, some of them from Santa Ma and some of them from Dutchtown, that on the throw-in, that the ball, you cannot throw in the ball directly on the throw-in and score a goal.
Right.
Same thing you have in basketball. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't throw in an inbounds pass.
So that's exactly what happened. And, my question is, I guess the official could see because that thing hit the ground, and I guess it bounced and went in.
Yes.
And didn't actually see if it hit anybody else. But evidently it didn't. Appreciate all the input.
That's what I like about having this live streaming, because fans, my knowledge of soccer is not the same as my knowledge of football or basketball. I'm going to admit it. And so I appreciate the fans that are going in there and kind of clarifying that for us out there.
Well, our soccer guru, Lau Boudreaux, corrected us on that.
Yeah. It's good to have a producer at home helping us out and finding all the info for us. That's definitely the case. So 22 minutes in, about 18 minutes plus some change on some stoppage time.
We're about halfway through the second half.
So you see Bridgewater there. He's gone the distance, and he's going to be tired at the end of the night, but he had enough energy to get that first goal and kind of break the floodgates here for the Gators. And another shot on goal.
Oh, nice shot right there, and great job by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Barrows had a nice night here tonight.
And look, that ball's coming too, Jeff.
Right, and that second goal by Gaffney, he was kind of shielded by the defender the ball went through his legs, and so the defender was on a direct line between him and the shooter, so it's hard to see the angle coming out of that. And
well, I mean, you're fighting your way through there like Gaffney was,
yeah,
or any of these players when you're surrounded by 2 or 3 players, and then you basically, have to kick maybe a perfect kick.
Yeah.
And we've seen a number of kicks go high or wide or whatever. Not many of them roll in.
Mm-hmm.
And, Gaffney was able to just maintain a little bit of balance. And, of course, I know what kind of athlete he is. Very good there. And able to get a foot on the ball. And, if you watch any great shot sometimes or anything that happens in sports, sometimes there's a little luck involved right there, and that counts.
So Dutchtown, we see here while we're having that little conversation there, SWAC trying to do something, but trying to get a shot on goal. And Shanahan had a nice look from about 40 yards away, but that was blocked before it reached the box. And now Dutchtown's going to get to throw it in here from the corner. And so trying to get a header, trying to get something. And it's in the box, and a nice shot on goal blocked by Wall. And here's another opportunity for Dutchtown in the corner. Now trapped by 4 defenders. What can he get through? And they're going to get the throw.
And I'm just telling you, Wall, if we could get a replay on that, I don't know if we have that. We don't have that one. Wall was standing 5 feet away from that ball, and if the ball would have been a foot one way or the other, it would have gone one by him, but just almost like hit him straight in the chest or the face, and able to make a great play on that ball.
And so the header knocked away by the Gators, and it's cleared by Gaffney. Dutchtown is a great team, and you look at their records, and they're nearly identical. And just because there's a 2-0 lead, you can't sleep on Dutchtown. Even a shorthanded Dutchtown team. If that could have gotten to 2-1 right there, this game would have gotten really interesting, and it could still happen.
And that's in any sport, Jeff, because you sit here and, boy, you feel all right. And, 2-0 in this game is a nice lead. But get it to be 2-1.
Yeah.
And, everybody tightens up a little bit right there.
Exactly. And soccer is a game where, the ball bounces funny sometimes, and anything can happen. But Santa Maria is definitely in control right now. And a victory here would give them kind of a stranglehold on the district lead with a 1-game advantage over the Griffins. And
hopefully Coach Garcia's I think he might be home now. Hopefully he's able to pick up on the game, and maybe, through watching us broadcast the game, learn a little bit more about the game,
Yeah, since you got 2 experts here in the booth, kind of telling it like it is, right?
I hope he gets back and as well as soon as possible.
So it goes out of bounds, and Dutchtown will throw it in. And you see right there, Cooper Fontenot, number 15, he'll throw it in for the Griffins. So it gets to the box, headed away by Santa Maria.
Fontenot, I'm going to just tell you, the guy has got 2 heck of arms, and I wonder if he could throw that football any. Because I'm going to tell you, with the distance he gets on just the overhead throw-in right there is tremendous. Pretty impressive.
You just had more contact there. I believe that was Rock and Shanahan.
You got 10 yards away here on this kick.
Hopkins will have the honor. And it's up and an easy one for.
And look, you almost have to catch that, Jeff, because if you don't, it hits the ground. It's playable, and
you saw that, right? You saw that at the end of the first half. Dutchtown nearly got a goal because Wall kind of lost it, and then it kind of bounced around some defenders, and they nearly got it on the rebound. You're absolutely right, Swack.
Well, I think Dutchtown right here, and maybe it's a little bit of a. Picking it up a little bit.
And another whistle, and this time that's Gaffney, and that's going to get a yellow card. And so he may be watching the rest of this game from the bench as he trips up. I believe that's Shanahan. So now he comes out. So both players both teams have had a player sent to the bench here tonight, and it's just a case where this is a big game for both teams. Both teams won, and neither of these teams really playing dirty. They're going to play aggressive because it's for the district title, most likely. And so you're going to see a lot of aggressive play here tonight. And so this is Perrette going to get it into the box.
Oh, nice kick by Perrette.
And shot on goal, and good save.
A wall right there. Put up a wall.
Yes, he did. And so now Hopkins will get it down. They'll try to center it from there, and it's wide. So Dutchtown, they're the aggressors right now. You have to be when you're down by 2-0 here with about 10 minutes left to play. But they haven't had that break to get that first goal.
Nice job right there by Wall on that replay.
Yes. So now you have the corner kick. I think that's Hopkins. It's going to do the corner kick.
It looks like there's 100 people in this goalie area.
It really does.
And
it looks like a lunch line when it's nacho day like it was today. Oh, and a shot on goal. It's in! On the deflection. And let's take a look at the replay.
Watch this deflection. It deflects.
And I believe that's 25. I believe that's Medina with the goal.
Very good job.
Are they going to?
I think possibly the side judge might have called offsides.
I am not sure.
Can we get that replay again, Adrian? And if we could stop it at the, when that kick was made right there, where was the position?
You see the man on the
number,
right there.
I think it's number 20, and I think when that ball was kicked, he may have been past one of the defensemen.
You see that guy in the bottom side, number 36 perhaps, or 16, I believe. So it's no goal. Thought this game was about to get really interesting.
But that was impressive right there. And I'm going to tell you right now, this ball has not been in front of us in the Sanama area, offensive area, in a while.
Right. And it's thrown in again. And if they're saying that what are they saying? They're going to argue, was it contacted at all? Was there contact with the ball?
I'm just totally impressed with the throw-in.
Yeah.
I'm not real certain. I thought, the Dutchtown kids, I thought he might have deflected it off of his head.
I was looking at number 23, Rashwade, and I think he's arguing it was off my head or off the hairs of my head or something. Now we have a whistle and on the floor again. And who was that? What was that?
That's Bridgewater.
Right, I think that's Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
and you see some
right
contact
there,
right there.
Then,
and it looked like a little contact between him and Shanahan walking away. So, not sure.
Not a good situation right there for the Gators.
No, and
basically two of your better players right there.
And you hope this game doesn't get ugly. I mean, this is a rivalry game.
It might have just got ugly.
And but I mean really ugly. It's a rivalry game. These two teams are rivals, and so you're gonna be chippy and things like that occasionally. But let's hope it doesn't get dirty. Let's hope that it doesn't get into something that you really don't want to show on television. So they're still sorting it out. Santa Maria trying to hold on for dear life here. It's 2-0, but Dutchtown has really ramped up the pressure.
And this is what I would say. If I'm the official out there, don't mess up out here, guys. That card's going to be coming out quick.
I think that's what they're going to do at this point. They got to stop it. I mean, stop the contact and things like that. The moment they make contact, card, done. You cannot be tentative out here or else it's going to continue to happen.
Well, those two guys, Gaffney and Bridgewater, are very physical players, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to stay within the rules.
Yeah. So we're at 33 minutes, and got a feeling there will be a little bit of extra stoppage time here in this second half.
So you fullbacks back there, or what I call them fullbacks, defenders. You three guys back there on goal. I see Peyton Bourgeois back there. They're going to have to possibly win this game, even though they're ahead 2-0. But they're going to have to protect that, because I would imagine this ball is going to be on this end of the field almost the entire time here the rest of this game.
Right, probably about 7 or 9 minutes. And you see more contact and another whistle.
Well, I think you called a handball right there.
Yeah, I think so. Fans are loud here tonight.
And Barbera is going to.
This is like a.
Well, I think some of them woke up.
They definitely woke up. They're loud out here, and the thing about soccer too, and with the quarantine and all that, both teams are on the home side with their fans, and so a lot of these voices you're hearing are Santa Maria fans.
Yeah, that's Luke Guidry on this pushing foul.
So we got about 5 minutes plus stoppage time left. 2-goal lead for the Gators.
Fano kicking the ball down, the direct kick.
So here's Perrette, and he takes a shot wide, so the goalie will take it from there. The winner moves to 2-0 on district play, and the loser drops to 1-1. So like I said, the winner of this game is likely going to be the early leader for the district title.
And so you would think Bridgewater would be down there, but now he's out of the game.
Right. So
number 18, Luke Guidry.
Looks like things are a little bit calmer out here. It's been a couple of minutes since you've had any contact or whistles. So now you're going to have it thrown in. And this is Lawler with it for the Griffins, and they're able to clear it. And so Dutchtown will hurry. They have to. They need 2 goals in about 5 minutes.
All the way across, going out of bounds.
2 wide, and they can't get it to Fontenot.
Just looking at that, what I saw, because Dutchtown doesn't have a big crown on their field.
Right.
And so I'm just imagining when they turf the field, this is really going to be a nice area. I'm wondering how far they are going to come out with the sideline.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting because, like you're talking about, we've talked to Jeff Pyron a lot, and talks about how this is going to be turf very soon, possibly by beginning of next season, if not then the next season after that.
Yeah, because I don't think you could get 75 yards across. Right. You're at 60 right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not real certain. You have drains right there.
Yeah.
Past the sidelines.
And so an attempt by Hopkins and unsuccessful, and now they'll throw it in. Fontenot. A little contact and no whistle. And fight for it, and Santa Maria clears. And it's going back to Fontenot, who will throw it in right away. And so the throw in the box. Setting up. Fans sound desperate out here. And now a whistle and another player on the ground. That's Shanahan, I believe. Yeah. A trip, as you saw on the replay. Don't know that there was any malice there.
Well, I can tell you, in my little bit of play in this, when you're 6'7" out there playing, and they go to kick that ball, sometimes they miss on purpose that ball, and they could hit that nice long shin.
Yeah.
And you might have that shin guard. For me, the shin guard went right above my ankles.
And so we got a little stoppage. So we'll take a break and check out a commercial, and we'll be right back. 2-0 Santa Ma. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Raising Cane's in Prairieville, the official chicken of the Dutchtown Griffins. Peak Performance Physical Therapy, Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Ross Downing GMC, for their support of the Dutchtown High Sports Medicine Program.
So we got about 2 minutes of regular time and then some stoppage time as well. And so when you look at District 5 in Division 1 and Santa Ma and Dutchtown, as I said, they're 1-0. East Ascension still also unbeaten in district, so they're always in the mix. But as I said, the winner tonight is the early leader in district play, the early favorite. So that's why it's so important for Dutchtown, and that's why they're playing very aggressive out here. This game is a very critical game on their schedule. And so we're going to get a free kick here.
Well, you got 10 yards away. You know, you could score on this.
This is Aiden Rashwade. And there it is, and it is saved.
Well, good job there. Taylor Wall, the goalkeeper, and does an excellent job of not blocking the ball but catching it and headed in the other direction shortly, but then back towards Santa Ma's goal.
So Dutchtown just cannot break the ice. They cannot get that first goal. And there's some contact, and the Santa Ma fans are screaming again. They're very vocal. We're down to a minute and a half left before stoppage time. And my guess, there'll probably be about 2 minutes of stoppage time at least. So this game's still not quite in the books.
Soren Gaffney checking with Dutchtown kids, see if he's all right. They're right around that concrete area, that drain.
So let's see what they're going to do. You see Gaffney back in the game after he had to take a seat for a little while. And so they'll set up. Just trying to hold on for dear life and keep Dutchtown off the scoreboard.
Well, Rock looked kind of graceful on that kick right there. That maybe it was a fake kick.
And so here comes another chance, and Rashwade slips. Or excuse me, there's Rashwade. Pardon me, that was Perrette, I believe, who slipped earlier. And that's Perrette right there, setting up, shot on goal, and knocked away and held on to. Good job by Wall. And now we're heading to the end of regular time.
Well, Perrette had one that sizzled all the way through there. And Wall, just a 10th grader, has shown his importance to the team.
And so we are now in stoppage time as we've hit the 40-minute mark. So Dutchtown running out of time, and if they can't get 2 goals in the next minute or so, then they're going to fall to 1-1 in district, and Santa Ma will come up with the win. A win for Santa Maria would put them at 10-3-2. A loss for Dutchtown would put them at 8-5-2.
And, you know, the thing that a lot of people are going to look at, the 2 throw-ins from the sideline that go into the goal, and how that could happen without being touched by anyone.
And what we would assume is that offsides call on the goal from Dutchtown as well. They had three balls reach the goal, but none of them resulted in an actual goal.
That's an offsides right there. Rock says, I need a run and start right here. Can I get down here a little bit further?
Yes. Now, for Dutchtown, if they do lose, too, considering the power rankings and the quality of this Santa Maria team, this will not hurt them very badly in the power rankings and in the overall scheme of things. Teams are successful.
Game.
Teams are successful without winning district. So Santa Maria, hats off to them. They had that early goal at the beginning of the second half from Bridgewater. Then you had that second goal from Gaffney, made it 2-0 in the first 10 minutes of the second half after a scoreless first half. And that's what did it. And so our final score is 2-0.
And, you know, Jeff, let me just tell you, look at the fans. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
And this is what I would urge everybody. Come out and watch. A good soccer game is just as exciting as going to that last quarter and it's tied up just about in football or any other sport that you have. And and the good thing about it here in Ascension Parish, you have very good soccer, girls and boys side. I would encourage everyone to come out and enjoy a good soccer game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time here tonight. We had a great time with the girls' game in December as well. May have more soccer down the road here for the E-Tail game of the week. We have to keep our schedule open with all the potential cancellations and all that. So we may see one or two of these teams down the road again here on E-Tail. But that's going to do it here for tonight. And our final score is Santa Maria 2, Dutchtown 0. I'm Jeff Porsche. He's Swack, David Swacker.
And we had Nolan
and all the guys. Absolutely. I keep forgetting. I'm glad you're here to remind me. So thanks a lot to all the guys out here. And that'll do it for everything tonight. Come in and get a little warm. And we're going to head out. Final score 2-0. Santa Maria with the win. You're watching the E-Tail Game of the Week.